published a video about the 1972 Oilers team being the worst non-expansion team of all time, and many viewers commented about how bad the 1973 team was. So this video compares those two teams. In Week 1 against the Giants, the Oilers found that establishing the running game was painful. So they went to the air, and the results were no better. Dan Pastorini opened things up with a long launch to 00 Ken Burrow, but Carl Spider Lockhart picked him off. Pastorini had 4 interceptions on the day, and 3 of them led to Giants points. The Oilers had trouble tackling Ron Johnson. One more game this season that Oiler quarterbacks would pass for more than 1 touchdown. These 2 touchdown receptions totaled 56 of the 59 net passing yards on the day. Oof, that's bad. Bob Gresham's opening game kickoff return brightened the Oilers' hope of a victory in Week 2. Here he scampered for 52 yards. The rest of his 10 rushes totaled only 27 yards. Penalties absolutely killed the Oilers, as this 80-yard touchdown was nullified by an illegal motion penalty. And this 68-yard pass scoring play to tight end Mac Alston was also disallowed due to a holding call. .5'9" 200-pound running back Essex Johnson tore through the Oilers' defense for 180 total yards and a touchdown. With the score 17-10, Ken Anderson hit tight end Bob Trumpy on a 35-yard score that iced the win, 24-10. Both the 1973 and 1972 Oilers teams had 1 win and 13 loss seasons, but the 1973 club had a higher average loss, 18 points per game compared to 15.8 points per game. The Oilers ran 28 times for only 63 yards against the Steel Curtain defense. The Oilers' passing game was going nowhere fast as Oilers quarterbacks threw 3 interceptions. Andy Russell returned this interception 45 yards for a touchdown. Twos. John Matuszak made his large presence felt. Quarterback John Hadel was hot, and he hooked up with his wide receivers deep downfield. The Oilers' pass protection was a constant problem all year long. Adequate pass coverage was also a major concern. And they had a lot of problems stopping the run, too. Old Charlie Johnson flicked this 62-yard scoring strike to Billy Van Heusen as the Broncos throttled the Oilers 48-20. The Oilers were sacked 7 times, threw 1 interception, and lost 4 fumbles. Head coach Bill Peterson was canned after losing 5 straight games. He only commanded 1 win in 19 games. The Oilers had never beaten the Browns going into this game. Number 34, Greg Pruitt had a good day as the Browns rushed for 264 yards. 1973 was future Hall of Fame running back Leroy Kelly's last year in the NFL, and he turned this screen pass into a nice 33-yard gainer. He added 38 yards rushing along with a rushing touchdown. Quarterback Mike Phipps threw deep downfield repeatedly to number 25, Frank Pitts, who is playing in his last season as a Brown. He'd finish his career in 1974 as a Raider. Mike Phipps had time to throw all day long and hit number 43, Fair Hooker, on a 21-yard touchdown. The Oilers only made 4 first downs. Take a good look at this play, football fans, because it's the only touchdown that Hall of Fame legend Dick Butkus scored in his illustrious NFL career. The Oilers couldn't do anything right in this game. They had 4 turnovers and only 54 net yards passing. This Lynn Dickey pass was intercepted by Dick Butkus, and it was the last one of his career. A very athletic one at that. Look at him taunt the player. These statistics show that the Oilers got better offensively in 1973, but were worse defensively. In 1972, the Oilers were next to last in the NFL in both categories, and in 1973, they were last in the NFL in points allowed. Oilers wide receiver Billy Parks split the coverage and hauled in this Lynn Dickey pass, then turned it into a 66-yard score to give the winless Oilers an early lead. Number 81, Greg Sampson, pressured Marty Domres, but it was rookie number 1 overall draft choice John Matuszak who made this sack and preserved a 21-3 lead going into halftime. The Oilers' defensive line was ferocious in this game, but the Oilers' offense returned to its bumbling ways. Number 53, Stan White, made them pay. The Oilers were at it again on the next series as Fred Willis fumbled this lateral, which Ted Hendricks recovered. In a shocking development, with only 32 seconds left to play, Lynn Dickey hit Fred Willis with the winning score to make the final Oilers 31, Colts 27, despite 3 Oiler interceptions and 3 lost fumbles. With 2 young quarterbacks sharing duties, you can understand some growing pains, but the pains grew worse in 1973, not better. Those are some pathetic statistics. Super rookie running back Greg Pruitt gave the Oilers fits all day as he cruised 52 yards for a touchdown here. He was also a big threat as a punt returner. Mike Livingston had all day to target number 89, Otis Taylor, who powered his way into the end zone. The Oilers ran the ball 23 times for only 46 yards. And they failed yet again to protect the quarterback. And they turned the ball over 5 times. Raiders visited the Astrodome as 19-point favorites, but the Oilers' defense meant business, and the Oilers had a 3-0 halftime lead. But you can't keep a good man down. Number 44, Marv Hubbard, was a rolling train once he got going. He rambled 50 yards on this play. Kenny Snake Stabler had plenty of time to hit Freddie Bolitnikoff for a score. And Phil Villapiano scooped up this fumble and raced 52 yards downfield to set up a 2-yard Marv Hubbard touchdown and a 17-6 Raiders victory. The comedy of errors continued in Pittsburgh, where the Steelers were favored to win by a whopping 21 points. They covered the spread in a convincing 33-7 win. The Oilers managed only 5 first downs, 25 net passing yards, 83 total net yards, while committing 9 turnovers. More offensive ineptitude at home occurred as number 83 Sherman White scooped, spun, and shoveled. Gritty Fred Willis recovered his own fumble in the end zone for a touchdown. Long striding Isaac Curtis torched the Oilers secondary for this 77-yard touchdown. Then he turned this little 10-yard pass into a dazzling 67-yard scoring spectacular. In comparing these inept 1972 and 1973 Oilers teams, the 1972 team had the weaker offense, with the 1973 team having the weaker defense and worse average loss. I think you can take your pick as to which was the worst non-expansion team of all time and still be okay. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free to share it, and please leave comments. It really helps me to continue publishing entertaining videos. Thank you.